all you beautiful souls. Today I have a story time for you while I wrap these presents that I'll be donating to the toy drive at my school. So I figured, I'm in the mood, I'm playing Christmas music, I might as well give y'all a Christmas story time. So it's not like Christmas per se, but it is like a Christmas season one. Okay, so disclaimer. Listen, I never said I was a professional rapper, okay? I never said that I do this for a living. I never said I do this for fun. With that being said, I know that I can't rap well. Oh, I think at this angle, y'all can't even see me anyway. Forget it. Anyways, so now moving on. Here's what happened. So I was in Girl Scouts. This was probably 3rd grade. And what happened was that we would do Christmas caroling, right? Every year we would do Christmas caroling. Sorry, I'm trying to get situated so this wrapping paper can fit in my legs. My legs aren't even long, but it's just they're in the way. So anyway, what happened was that it was Christmas caroling that we were going to be doing, and there was this hospital that we would go to. It was called it was Calvary Hospital. We would do Christmas caroling there. So I was really looking forward to it because I love doing Christmas caroling, and I love giving back to my community. So it was, and I had aspirations of being a singer, during that time. Hold on, brief pause, got to cut through this wrapping paper. Okay, so the day when we were getting things together to see who's gonna be singing what, I ended up being sick. So, and I was devastated too because I knew that was the day. They said, because okay, so first of all, at least for my Girl Scouts and all the Girl Scouts that I've been in, we meet on Fridays. So they already said next Friday we'll be discussing who's going to be singing what, who has what solo. And your girl wanted a solo. This can't fit, can it? Your girl wanted a solo real bad, really bad. And I was like, this is gonna be my time to shine. I'm gonna be able to show everybody my capabilities, my singing capabilities. I'm gonna get discovered. Why do I think I'm gonna get discovered at Christmas caroling? I don't know. So anyway, I just took any opportunity. So what happened was that I was and also like I said, love getting back to my community, love singing. So once I heard that once I realized that was the day and I was sick and I couldn't go, I was devastated. And I won a solo, and the song was Let It Snow. I wanted that solo so bad. And I remember them practicing, and they'd be this is just who's assigned or whatever, blah blah blah, and then talking about the day when they assigned it. So as far as the record was, I did not have a solo. However, in my mind, I still had a solo. I didn't know where I was gonna get that solo from, didn't know how I was gonna get it, when I was gonna get it, but that solo was gonna come. I was like, you know what, that's fine. I missed the time to give solo, okay, that's cool, but I'm gonna get my time. And I'm gonna get my time to shine. And so what happened was that I was like, you know what, let me just, and see, that is a testimony, faith over fear. Because I had
Hallelujah.
Faith. I know that you have plans for me. I know I'm gonna get my time to shine, even if they didn't allot that time for me. So I was like, okay, let me wait on it. So what happened was while we were up there singing, there was this really nice older lady, and I guess she was a professional singer back in the day. She was singing and things like that. So she came to accompany us as well while we were singing. Actually, we were kind of backup sing, we gave her backup vocals, and she was really doing her thing. So what happened was that it came down to, what was it? Santa Claus is Coming to Town, right? So my favorite version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town is the Jackson 5 one. It's Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh yeah. So so that's what I think of when I hear Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And that was not practiced in our singing of Santa Claus is Coming to Town either. But so keep that in mind. So what happened was we're singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and she's like, I forgot, she said something. I don't know what gave me the confidence, the courage to break out my oh yeah, but I did it. So what happened was that she's singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm telling you, it was just my little voice. It was just me saying it, right? And she said, who did that? And I was like, me, girl. And she said, come up here with me. And surely enough, listen, faith over fear, surely enough, I got my time to shine. So I went up there and she said, listen, here's how we're going to do it. I'm gonna say Santa Claus is coming to town, right? And you gonna do the whole, like, you know, the oh yeah part, right? So she's like, Santa Claus is coming to town. Thinking about it makes me laugh so hard because, like, okay, so listen, look, this was her. And pretend like I'm gonna switch parts. So say I'm her, right? Santa Claus is coming to town. This is her. She's pointing to me. So I'm like, oh yeah. She's pointing to me, but so the thing is that she was so close to me. So we're going. She's like, you know, Santa Claus coming to town. Oh yeah. So she's going like that, and the mic was in my, like, you know, was in my face. She had it leaned so, like, she had it leaned toward me for a while. So I'm thinking, oh, does she want me to? I'm thinking she wanted me to hold it. So, me being me, Mike's pointing this way. I'm like, oh yeah. So like I go and I grab it, and like listen. So let my mom tell the story. I snatched it out that lady's hand. I didn't snatch no mic out the lady's hand. I promise you that. I didn't snatch no mic out the lady's hand. Anyway, so she pointed it towards me. It was fine. Like it was like, so I was just holding on to it, but she still had it. But I was like, listen. The moment you let go of this mic, I'm taking the show over. Listen. It's gonna be the Anaya special, the Anaya Christmas special. I'm telling you. Merry Christmas. That mic, girl, cause it's gonna be on me. So, but yeah. So like, see, that was just my little story of faith over fear. And like, I'm gonna have to do like a bunch of story times while I'm doing this wrapping paper, because guess what? I'm still not done yet. Like I was talking so much that I didn't even finish wrapping one thing yet. But this looks really good. The way that I wrapped it though, it doesn't even look like extra on the sides. Like it looks perfect. But at least in my opinion. Okay. Anyways, so now next story. When I was like, so this was around the same time, third grade, like younger me. Like I feel like right now, considering like I'm very like shy and like I don't speak as much compared to like, I mean, well now in this video I'm gonna be speaking a lot because like I said, story time. But I realized that like when I was younger, I would just, you know, I was a lot, I realized. But anyways, so what happened was is that I was younger and I had this friend, let's call her Sarah. So Sarah and me, like we would argue sometimes, but like I feel like that was like normal for like having like a, like, you know, being friends at like a younger age. But it was like Sarah would do things sometimes like, and it was just not the truth, and I knew it wasn't the truth, but I was like, what am I gonna, like, why should I call her out if I know it's not the truth? She knows it's not the truth. Like, let's be real. So here's what happened. I was in the third grade, and I had a crush on this guy. His name, we'll call him Jake, because like Hannah Montana Jake, I was so obsessed with that whole on again off again thing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so let's call, look at how perfect this looks.
Hallelujah.
Let's call him Jake. So Jake, right? I had a crush on Jake when I was in the third grade, and I told my friend Sarah about this. And so keep in mind when I say this, one, I already knew that Sarah had like a little history of not really telling me the truth, and I was able to test out this theory after what happened one day. So let me tell you what happened. So basically in second grade, I left. So the school I was in for elementary school, I stayed there from all of elementary school and all of middle school. Then in second grade, I left. Then I went to another school. While I'm at this other school, I was at this other school for like 2 months or whatever. So now I come back, and somehow we got on the topic of boyfriends. Keep in mind, this was second grade. Obviously, I didn't have no boyfriend. I'm in second grade, okay? Let's be real. So here's what happened. Somehow, Sarah and I got on the topic of boyfriends, right? And oh my goodness, this is too short. No. But you know what? No, this is gonna work. This is gonna. Okay, it's gonna work. I'm gonna make it work. Anyways, so what happened was that I was talking to Sarah for some reason about boyfriends, whatever. I don't know. We were in second, but I forgot why. But in this specific moment, I lied to her and I told her that I had a boyfriend when I left the school. Right? I don't know. I think I said it to her, but it was supposed to be like, oh God, that's what it was. I said it to her, but I wasn't in a way to like, oh, like I'm gonna lie. It was like, yeah, I'm saying this right now. I want to see your reaction. I'm gonna be like, oh, gotcha. Like I didn't actually have a boyfriend, right? However, we never got to the gotcha part, because now homegirl says this. She's like, no, so, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot a part. So what happened was She was like, oh really, what did he look like? And I'm listing all this stuff, like very like fake characteristics, because like I said, the person isn't real, but you know, I have to still go along my gotcha plan. So anyway, she has this look on her face. She's like, oh. And I was like, girl, what's the issue? Just let me get to my gotcha and we can be done. So she's like, I don't know. When I tell you actor of the year, superb.
And the award goes to
really, like really laying this on. But I already knew that a lot of stuff that she said wasn't gonna be truthful, because once she told me that she met Nicki Minaj and she petted her dog.
Now be so for real.
Okay. So anyway, so moving on. What happened was that I was like, look, so she's like, oh, I like have some bad news. I'm like, what's the problem, girl? Let me get to my gotcha. So she was like, I think that we dated the same guy. Like, but at the same time, like him two-timing us, right? And so I was like, girl, he's not even real. But I said, you know what? Since she wanna play like, you know, like this, like, you know, like this actually happened. I'm gonna play like this actually happened. And I'm like, no, like what do you mean? And I'm like, so we're comparing like information. I mean, not really, because I'm obviously making this stuff up because this dude isn't real. So I was like, okay, you know what? But listen, hey, here's one thing about me. I wasn't letting up. I was like, if you want to play this game, we're going to play this game. So I acted like I really believed what she said. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I was acting like I was so hurt. Like I was so distraught. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, so what happened was we were at after school, and they would give us recess after we did our homework. So she told me this, she probably told me this during recess, or once we were like done with our homework, but right before we went out for recess. When I tell y'all that I was really gunning for an actor of the year, actress of the year, I was like, what did I do? So we had to get it. So they were like, you know, they would be like, okay, like, come on, like, guys, like, recess is over, like, we're coming back inside. And there was like a whole, like, you know, like a group of people, like, not a group of people, but like everybody was at the after school program. It was like kind of like a cluster of everybody going in, right? So she was in the front and I was walking with her, and I stopped, like, and I let everybody go in front of me, and like I fell back into the crowd, leaned up against the brick wall. Okay, let me show y'all. Okay. So this was me. So I was like this. I was like, and I acted so distraught. I really put that on. I laid it on. So
And the results are finally in. And the award for Best Actress of the Year goes to none other than the Anaya. Welcome.
She's looking, now she's looking all remorseful for something that she didn't even do. Like, why are we like, I mean, it was so much. But anyway, so after that scenario, after that happened, I should have known that I should have known. So here's what happened. So moving on, I tell her for some reason, I was like, yeah, like, I have a crush on Jake, right? She's like, oh my gosh, he just told me. No, actually, no. Okay, so I tell her that. A couple days later, we're coming back from the gym. She's like, oh my gosh, like, he just told me he has a crush on you, but you can't tell him that I told you. You can't tell him that you know. And I was like, OMG, no way. Like, he has a crush on me. Like I felt like I was really that girl, because obviously, like, I'm in 3rd grade, and like my crush has a crush on me back, and I've had a crush on this boy since kindergarten. So obviously I'm really feeling like that girl right now. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, but I'm like, so it's very much on the low. Like, he's not supposed to know that I know that he likes me, and she didn't tell him that I liked him. The way that she said it was, she said, yeah, like, he came up to me and was like, yeah, I like her, right? So I was like, when I tell you cloud 9, forget cloud 9. I was on cloud 10. every day. Everything he would do. If he's breathing near me, he's breathing near me because he likes me. He's in love with me. Like he wants this. It was like I was dragging
don't
it,
you
like,
still act
real
like
bad.
this?
And but I don't know. Okay. So anyway, moving forward, what happened was that it was crazy. And like we were in like not a couple things together, but like, you know, like it was like I think after school, like reading or math, something like that. And I really made it like it was just locked in. So what happened was this. Let me grab this pre-wrapped gift. This came out really good, and I covered it because before it wasn't covering the back. I covered it. So anyway, what happened was that I was like, something happened, right? And we were in the classroom, and she says to me, oh, like something like, yeah, like your boyfriend is coming or whatever. So you know me and my jolly self, I do like a little run jog over to my desk, right? He catches up to me. He's like, look, I forgot like what was going down exactly, but he was like, look, like I don't have a crush on you. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay, I was like, yeah, like I knew that. Y'all, when I tell you I was distraught, I was in pain.
Earth shattering before me.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Like I'm telling you, like I would write my notes, and I would put my head down and like just close my eyes, because that's how like hard my heart was hurting. Because I'm thinking for weeks, or I felt like in my head I'm thinking months, but it was probably like weeks. Like I'm thinking that this boy got a crush on me. Like he got it real bad. Like he's down so bad for me. He don't even like me. Are you kidding me right now? And it was just like it was multitasking, because it was like, one, she my friend, she lying to me, having me going out sad out here, one, and then two, this man don't have a crush on me, but he knows that I like him. Now the whole class knows that I like him. What? Anyways, so what happened was that he came back from the bathroom, and my desk was right near the door, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then at that moment, I realized, I was like, I can't let these men see me go outside. I can't let them see me sleeping. And ever since then, like, no, I haven't showed any emotion when it comes to those things. Not any emotion, but like, I mean, okay, well, granted, I wouldn't do that at my big age, but say that happened now, you're not gonna see me slouching. Like, if you see me, I'm gonna look like I'm having the best time of my life, just because. So anyway, fast forward, I was like, no, he needs to know, because at this point now, they making fun of me for liking him. Not making fun of me, but crush on Jake. I know who you like, whatever, right? And I made it my mission to... Okay, so I made it my mission. I was like, he's gonna know I do not have feelings for him anymore, okay? So, like, anytime anybody asks me, like, oh, do you like him? It was always like, ew, no, gross. Like actually, like, I feel bad because I was really dragging it out. I don't feel bad, but I was dragging it in like the terms of a third grader. I was like, ew, no, he's so gross. I didn't have to say the boy was gross. I was dragging it. I really was. Yeah, but yeah. So that's the story. I found out that he didn't like me actually, like that. Ooh. I found out that he actually didn't like me like that, and yeah, when I tell you pain in my chest, I just, so sad, so sad. It was just, I was like, I just, in my head, it gave Jake and Miley Cyrus, it gave Hannah Montana, it gave, like, all of that gave like Raven and Devon, like, you know, that's what Raven and Devon, like that's what I had in my head, like Alex and Mason. Did that happen when we were in third grade? I don't know. But that's what it gave, or like Alex and Dean, that probably happened when we were in third grade. And that's what it gave in my head. And it's in reality, for it to be like Kim and Hakeem from Moesha, heartbroken. When I tell you heartbroken, I was like, you know what, like I give up. I give up. I'm not having any more crushes. And I felt that way until the following year when I had another crush. But, you know, yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I successfully wrapped these gifts. Oh, do you see how gorgeous this looks? Okay, look at this front, back. I did that. So you know when I told you all that I don't do this professionally, actually I do. I work at Macy's gift wrapping department. Yep, hire me, sponsor me, actually, one of the two or both. Bye.